The gentle hum of advanced computers filled the air as Dr. Aria Chen hunched over her workstation, her eyes fixed on the stream of data flooding her screens. The Arecibo Observatory's massive radio telescope had been picking up an unusual signal for weeks, and Aria was determined to unravel its mysteries. As the lead astrophysicist at the SETI Institute, Aria had dedicated her life to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Years of fruitless searching had tested her resolve, but this signal was different. It pulsed with a regularity that defied natural explanation, a beacon cutting through the vast emptiness of space. Aria's fingers flew across the keyboard, applying advanced algorithms to filter out the cosmic noise. As the signal clarified, her heart began to race. This was it, the moment she had been waiting for her entire career. Dr. Chen, her assistant Jake, burst into the room, his face flushed with excitement. "You need to see this." Aria turned to face him, her own excitement barely contained. "What is it, Jake?" "The signal. It's changed. It's forming patterns." Together, they rushed to the main observation room, where a team of scientists had gathered around a large holographic display. The signal, once a steady pulse, now danced and shifted, forming intricate geometric shapes that morphed and evolved before their eyes. "It's a language," Aria whispered, her voice filled with awe. "They're trying to communicate." As the world learned of the discovery, Aria found herself at the center of a global storm. Governments clamored for information, religious leaders sought meaning, and the scientific community buzzed with theories and speculation. Through it all, Aria remained focused on one goal: decoding the message. She assembled a team of the world's brightest minds: linguists, mathematicians, physicists, and computer scientists. Together, they worked tirelessly, fueled by the knowledge that they stood on the brink of the greatest discovery in human history. Weeks turned into months as they grappled with the alien syntax. Progress was slow, but steady. Each breakthrough brought them closer to understanding, and with each step, the magnitude of what they were uncovering became clearer. Finally, on a crisp autumn morning, Aria stood before her team, a face a mixture of excitement and trepidation. "We've done it," she announced, her voice barely above a whisper. "We've decoded the message." The room fell silent as Aria activated the holographic display. Symbols and diagrams filled the air, telling a story that would change the course of human history forever. "It's an invitation," Aria explained, her voice gaining strength. "But it's more than that. It's a challenge, a test. They're calling us to the stars, but we have to prove we're ready." The message contained coordinates to a distant star system, along with specifications for a revolutionary propulsion system that would allow humans to traverse the vast distances of space. But it came with a warning: the journey would be perilous, and only those who could overcome the trials set before them would be welcomed. As Aria looked around the room, she saw the same mixture of fear and determination reflected in the eyes of her colleagues. They had unlocked the first part of the puzzle, but the true challenge lay ahead. Humanity stood at a crossroads, and the path they chose would determine their place in the cosmic order. With a deep breath, Aria made the decision that would alter the course of human history. "We accept the challenge," she declared, her voice ringing with conviction. "It's time for humanity to take its place among the stars." The journey begins. The years following the decoding of the alien message were a whirlwind of activity. Humanity, driven by a shared purpose, united in ways previously thought impossible. Nations pooled their resources, and the brightest minds from every corner of the globe came together to bring the alien propulsion technology to life. Dr. Aria Chen found herself at the helm of this monumental effort, overseeing the construction of Earth's first interstellar vessel, the Cosmic Voyager. As the ship took shape in Earth's orbit, Aria couldn't help but marvel at how far they had come. The day of the launch arrived with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. Aria stood on the bridge of the Cosmic Voyager, surrounded by a hand-picked crew of scientists, engineers, and explorers. Each of them had undergone rigorous training, preparing for the unknown challenges that lay ahead. As the countdown began, Aria's thoughts turned to those she was leaving behind, her family, her friends, and the billions of humans whose hopes and dreams rested on the success of this mission. The weight of responsibility was immense, but so was the thrill of adventure. 10, 9, 8. The voice of mission control echoed through the ship. Aria gripped the arms of her command chair, her heart pounding in her chest. 3, 2, 1. Ignition. The cosmic Voyager surged forward, breaking free from Earth's gravitational embrace. As they accelerated towards the edge of the solar system, Aria watched her home planet shrink to a pale blue dot in the vast darkness of space. The alien propulsion system engaged, enveloping the ship in a cocoon of energy. Stars streaked past in brilliant lines of light as they hurtled through space at speeds once thought impossible. The crew watched in awe, knowing they were the first humans to witness the universe from this perspective. But the journey was far from smooth. Strange anomalies in space-time threatened to tear the ship apart. Cosmic radiation bombarded their shields, and the psychological toll of being so far from home began to wear on the crew. Aria led her team through each crisis, her quick thinking and unwavering resolve keeping them on course. They adapted, improvised, and overcame obstacles that pushed the boundaries of their scientific understanding. Months into their journey, they encountered their first sign of extraterrestrial life, a massive space station orbiting a distant star. As they approached, a transmission crackled through their communications system. "Greetings, travelers," a melodious voice echoed through the bridge. "You have passed the first test. Welcome to Outpost Zeta." The crew of the Cosmic Voyager found themselves face to face with beings of incredible diversity. Some were humanoid, others defied description, but all regarded the humans with a mixture of curiosity and caution. Aria stepped forward as the representative of Earth, her heart racing as she prepared to engage in humanity's first official dialogue with an alien civilization. The fate of her species hung on her ability to navigate this delicate diplomatic situation. "We come in peace," Aria began, her voice steady despite her nerves. "We have traveled far in response to your invitation, seeking knowledge and understanding." The alien diplomats listened intently, their expressions unreadable. Then, to Aria's surprise, they presented her with a series of complex ethical and philosophical dilemmas. Each scenario tested the limits of human morality and decision-making. Aria and her crew grappled with questions that challenged their deepest beliefs. They debated, argued, and ultimately came to decisions that showcased the best of human compassion, intelligence, and adaptability. As the final test concluded, the alien representatives nodded in approval. "You have shown wisdom beyond your years," they announced. "You may proceed to the next stage of your journey." With a mix of relief and anticipation, Aria and her crew prepared to depart Outpost Zeta. They had passed this hurdle, but they knew greater challenges lay ahead. The coordinates to their final destination were revealed, a planet orbiting a distant star, where the secrets of humanity's true origins awaited. As the Cosmic Voyager resumed its journey, Aria gazed out at the star-filled expanse before them. They had come so far, yet the greatest revelations were still to come. With renewed determination, she set a course for their destiny, ready to uncover the truth that would reshape humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. The Awakening. The Cosmic Voyager emerged from its final jump, the alien world they had traveled so far to reach finally coming into view. It was a breathtaking sight, a planet of swirling blues and greens, reminiscent of Earth yet undeniably alien. As they entered orbit, Aria and her team detected massive structures on the surface, ancient cities that dwarfed anything built by human hands. But more intriguing were the energy readings emanating from deep beneath the planet's crust. "It's like the entire planet is one giant machine," muttered Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the team's geologist, her eyes wide with wonder. Aria made the decision to lead a small team to the surface, knowing that the answers they sought lay hidden in the depths of this mysterious world. As their shuttle descended through the atmosphere, the true scale of the alien civilization became apparent. Impossibly tall spires reached into the sky, connected by a web of shimmering energy conduits. They landed near what appeared to be a central nexus of the planet-wide network. As Aria stepped onto the alien soil, a sense of déjà vu washed over her. Somehow, this place felt familiar. The team cautiously approached a massive doorway embedded in the side of a mountain. As they drew near, Galactic Summit's surface began to glow, responding to their presence. With a deep rumble, the door slid open, inviting them into the heart of the ancient complex. Inside, they found a vast chamber filled with holographic displays and strange, pulsing crystals. As Aria approached the central console, it sprang to life, projecting an image of a being that looked surprisingly human. "Welcome home, children of Earth," the hologram spoke, its voice resonating with ancient wisdom. "You have traveled far and overcome much to reach this place. Now, it is time for you to learn the truth of your origins." The hologram proceeded to reveal a story that shook the foundations of human understanding. Earth, it explained, was not humanity's original home. Tens of thousands of years ago, their ancestors had been a spacefaring civilization spreading across the galaxy. But a catastrophic war with a rival species had forced them to flee, seeking refuge on a distant, primitive world, Earth. To protect the survivors and give them a chance to rebuild, the last of the ancient humans had erased all memory of their past and devolved their technology. Earth was to be a sanctuary, a place where humanity could grow and evolve, hopefully avoiding the mistakes of the past. But now, the hologram continued, "The enemy that once drove us from the stars has returned. They seek to finish what they started millennia ago. You were called here not just to learn of your heritage, but to take up the mantle of your ancestors and defend Earth and all of humanity from annihilation." The weight of this revelation settled heavily on Aria and her team. They were no longer just explorers. They had become the vanguard of Earth's defense against an ancient and implacable foe. As if on cue, alarms began to blare throughout the complex. The hologram's expression turned grave. "They have found us. You must prepare for battle." In that moment, Aria felt the full weight of human history on her shoulders. But she also felt a surge of determination. Humanity had come too far to falter now. "Show us what we need to do," she commanded, her voice steady and resolute. The next hours were a blur of activity as the team raced to unlock the secrets of their ancestors' technology. They awakened defense systems dormant for millennia and prepared for the coming storm. As the enemy fleet appeared in the skies above, Aria stood at the helm of an ancient battleship, leading a hastily assembled defense force. The battle that ensued was unlike anything in human history, a clash of technologies separated by eons of advancement. Aria's quick thinking and the human capacity for adaptation proved to be their greatest assets. They used the planet's vast energy network in ways its original builders had never envisioned, turning the tide of battle against a superior force. In the end, as the last enemy ship retreated into the depths of space, Aria allowed herself a moment of relief. They had won this battle, but the war was far from over. As the team prepared to return to Earth with their newfound knowledge and technology, Aria gazed out at the star-filled sky. Humanity's journey had come full circle. They had rediscovered their heritage and found their place in the cosmic order. The challenges ahead were immense, but Aria felt a sense of hope. Humanity had proven its worth, showcasing creativity, curiosity, and strength in the face of overwhelming odds. As they set a course for home, Aria knew that this was not an end, but a new beginning. Earth would no longer be a hidden sanctuary, but a beacon of hope in a vast and wondrous universe. And humanity, armed with the wisdom of the past and the potential of the future, would face whatever challenges the cosmos had in store together. As the cosmic Voyager accelerated towards Earth, carrying the promise of a new era for humankind, Aria smiled. The greatest adventure was just beginning. The vastness of space stretched out before the Celestial Seeker, a sleek exploration vessel of the Galactic Concordat. Captain Zarev X, a lithe centaurian with iridescent scales, stood on the bridge, her 4 eyes scanning the sensors for any signs of anomalies. The ship had been tasked with mapping the outer reaches of the Andromeda Galaxy, a mission that had so far yielded little of interest. "Captain," called out Nixa, the ship's Qualian science officer, his tentacles waving in excitement. "I'm detecting an unusual energy signature in Sector 7 Gamma." Zara's antennae twitched with curiosity. On screen, Nixa. The main view screen flickered to life, revealing a massive structure floating silently in the void. Its design was unlike anything in the Concordat's database, all sharp angles and sleek lines that spoke of both function and intimidation. "By the cosmic winds," whispered Zara. "What is that?" Nix's tentacles danced over his console as he analyzed the data. "It appears to be a spacecraft, Captain, but its composition and design are completely foreign to our records. And there's something else. It's giving off faint life sign readings." The bridge crew fell silent, the implications of this discovery weighing heavily on them all. The Galactic Concordat, a coalition of advanced alien species, had long believed they were alone in their technological supremacy. The discovery of an unknown vessel of this magnitude could change everything. "Hail them," ordered Zara, her voice steady despite the tension in the air. Communications Officer Lyra, a bioluminescent Aquarian, shook her head. "No response, Captain, but I'm detecting a weak automated beacon. It's not in any language I recognize." Zara made a decision. "Prepare a boarding party. We need to investigate this closer. Nixa, you're with me. Lyra, you have the bridge." As the boarding party donned their environmental suits, Zara couldn't shake the feeling that they were about to stumble upon something that would change the course of galactic history. The shuttle departed the celestial seeker, approaching the mysterious vessel with caution. Up close, the sheer scale of the ship became apparent. It dwarfed their shuttle, its hull bearing scars of ancient battles and the wear of untold years adrift in space. As they searched for an entry point, a section of the hull suddenly illuminated, revealing an airlock. "It's inviting us in," mused Nixa, his voice filled with equal parts excitement and trepidation. The boarding party entered the airlock, their suit lights piercing the darkness within. As the inner doors opened, they found themselves in a vast corridor, its design utilitarian yet somehow elegant. The air was stale but breathable, and gravity comparable to standard Concordat norms. As they ventured deeper into the ship, holographic displays flickered to life, showing incomprehensible data streams and diagrams. Nixa worked feverishly to decipher the alien language and technology. "Captain," he called out, his voice filled with awe. "I believe I've made a breakthrough. This ship, it's of human origin." Zara froze. Humans were nothing more than a myth, a legendary species said to have vanished eons ago. Some believed they had ascended to a higher plane of existence, others that they had destroyed themselves in some cataclysmic war. But here was evidence that they had existed, and their technology was far beyond anything the Concordat had achieved. Suddenly, a holographic figure materialized before them. It appeared to be a human female, her form translucent and glowing with a soft blue light. "Greetings," the figure spoke, its voice resonating in perfect galactic standard. "I am ARIA, Artificial Reconnaissance and Integration Assistant. You have activated the revival protocol. Prepare for the awakening of the Terran Defense Force." Before Zara could respond, the ship came alive around them. Lights blazed to full power, and the hum of machinery filled the air. Panels slid open along the walls, revealing rows upon rows of stasis pods. "By the cosmic winds," Zara breathed. "They're all humans." The stasis pods began to open, one by one. From them emerged humans of various ages and appearances, all wearing uniforms that marked them as military personnel. They looked disoriented, but their eyes quickly focused on the alien boarding party with a mix of surprise and wariness. A tall, silver-haired woman stepped forward, her bearing unmistakably that of a leader. "I am Admiral Elena Vega of the Terran Defense Force. Who are you, and what year is it?" Zara straightened, acutely aware that she was in the presence of living legends. I am Captain Zara Vex of the Galactic Concordate exploration vessel, Celestial Seeker. By our calendar, it is the year 7522 of the Galactic era. Admiral Vega's stoic expression faltered for a moment. Over 5,000 years, she whispered, more to herself than to the others. Composing herself quickly, she addressed Zara. Captain Vex, it seems we have much to discuss. But first, I need to attend to my crew and assess our situation. As the humans began to organize themselves, checking systems and tending to their fellows, Zara couldn't help but marvel at their efficiency and adaptability. Despite having just awakened from millennia of stasis, they moved with purpose and determination. Dr. Alexis Chen, the ship's chief medical officer, approached Admiral Vega. Admiral, the crew is in remarkably good shape considering the duration of our stasis. However, we're dealing with severe disorientation and some cases of stasis sickness. Vega nodded. Thank you, Doctor. Do what you can for them. She turned back to Zara. Captain, I propose we convene a meeting between our senior staff to exchange information and determine our next steps. Zara agreed, and soon representatives from both sides gathered in the ship's conference room. The humans, still grappling with the shock of their temporal displacement, listened intently as Zara explained the current state of the galaxy. The Galactic Concordat spans 3/4 of the known galaxy, she concluded. We have achieved relative peace and prosperity through cooperation and technological advancement.